Good morning, everybody. I know it's super early, probably the earliest I've done Hoerner Happy Hour. So I'm off today. I have a friend visiting and I want to get things done so that, the day is ours to take. Look at this beautiful day. Love it. Summer's on the way. Kudge says hi, by the way. Kudge. So today I want to talk about, are you paid enough? So I get a lot of questions, and these tend to come in messages or emails because people don't really want to post this in the group. I get that. About whether or not, especially new instructors, about whether or not their pay is fair. So I live in the city of Boston. I know of many studios around this area, and I know what they pay. And I will say that it ranges pretty significantly. I started off when I first started teaching, I think I got $30 a class. That was over 10 years ago now, and I taught at a college gym. I will say now I make much more than that, but I also have a lot of experience under my belt. So it's going to differ for everyone. The thing that I would say, if you're really worried about your pay, or when you go into an interview, you're concerned about that, look at what is standard for your area. So you could go on like Glassdoor or something like that online to try and get an idea. From what I understand, most places, especially if you're in a city area, your base pay is going to be 30, 40, maybe 50. We definitely have some that are higher than that in Boston, but it's hard to come by. You got to be almost a full-time instructor or, just really good at your job. Now, on top of that, you should, I won't say should because a lot of places don't do this, but you might be receiving incentive-based pay. Now that is going to depend on how full your classes are, or how active you are on social media about your classes in the studio, or how involved you are in the community in the gym. So for example, I've seen anything from, you get half full class, 3/4 full, and totally full. And for each of those levels, you get a different bonus. I've also seen that for the number of heads over a certain amount, so say you have 30 bikes in your room, if you get any number over 15 for each person, you get an extra $2 or $1 or something like that. So there's all different payment schemes out there. What I would say is just you have to be okay with it. So at the end of the day, you take into account, and a lot of us don't realize how much work we're putting into these classes, but especially if you're new, you got to take into account the time that it takes you to plan your profile and then match music to it, and then re-listen to that, and then practice it if you're new, and then the time it takes you to drive to your studio, the time that you get there early, because you should be getting there 15, at least more likely 30 minutes early to class, then you're staying after. So if you combine all those hours and that time, your hourly pay is going to be minuscule if you're taking a $30 pay for a class and you're spreading it out. So the key there is that you're going to have to learn to streamline things. You're going to have to figure out a way to repurpose old profiles, to reuse old classes, to reuse music, to maybe make your schedule such that you're driving a little bit less or walking a little bit less, however you get there. But these things are important for us because otherwise it can really eat away at your time, and that is money. Your time is valuable now. So really think about, is your pay justified? Is it fair? And if it's not, maybe it's time to have a conversation with your manager or look around for a new job. Just maybe audition, see what's out there. It's a very tricky thing because it's hard to get paid what we deserve. And I totally get that. And I'm happy to talk with you if you feel like you have kind of an individual situation, you're not totally sure how to approach it, or you don't even know what to compare it to, which I often see. But there's definitely, things to figure out there. The other thing I would say is that I totally understand that this job is a passion job. At least for most of us, we're in there because we want to inspire people. We're in there because it makes us really happy to be on the bike, and we love being able to share that with people and get them healthier and get them happy, start their day right, end their day right. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't get paid fairly for it, right? So just keep that in mind. We can talk about any and all of this. If you guys have questions, post them in the comments, but it has been a common topic that I've been getting messaged about lately, so I wanted to make sure I brought it up. So let me know if you have questions about this, and if they're a little bit more personal, you can definitely message me directly. So feel free to do that. Okay, everyone, have a lovely rest of your day. Enjoy the sunshine. Say bye, Kudge.